And of course, it will impose on your religious freedom, because the government is now going to tell people of faith, particularly Catholics, but it's just starting with Catholics. I was at Louisiana College, which is a Baptist school in Pineville, Louisiana, and they shared with me their brief filing suit against the Department of Health and Human Services on the Human Services regs that put a requirement on Catholic institutions to violate their religious beliefs in providing care and services that are against their moral teachings. Never before in the history of this country have we seen a direct assault on the First Amendment like we have seen with this administration. When you give the government the power, let me assure you, they will use that power to get you to do what they want you to do. That's why this bill, right? For all of these reasons, that's why this bill, and the point I was trying to make, which is fundamental freedom, is at stake in this country. And there's no better issue to take that to the American people on than Obamacare. Yet there's only one candidate in this race who can be elected or nominated to be president on the Republican side, who can make that case against President Obama and to the American people. And the reason is there's only one candidate in this race who didn't support Obamacare in one form or another. From the earliest days I was elected as a 32-year-old House member. I worked with a guy named John Kasich on the Budget Committee because, just like Paul Ryan, we were looking toward the future and trying to put out a plan, because Bill Clinton was campaigning saying if you have a right to a lawyer, you should have a right to a doctor, and we need government-run health care. And so Bill and Hillary got together to put together a health care plan. Well, there was a couple of us in the House who said we have to have an alternative. We just can't say no. We have to say, well, what are we for? We came up with a proposal called a medical, now called health savings accounts. Anybody familiar with those? Well, we're looking at the author of health savings accounts. But I campaigned on this in every one of my races, including running against the person who was the author of Clinton Care in the Senate, who was an incumbent Democratic senator, when I got elected in 1994 and defeated him. One of two to defeat a Democratic incumbent senator that year. But I ran on free market health care. I ran saying Republicans have to have ideas, because if we don't, then not only is government going to ration care, but we'll continue to see the rationing of care by private sector insurance companies and them writing the rules. Either way, the power is in the hands of the people who should be. And that is the patient, the consumer of health care services. That's a vision that we can go out and talk about how America is a great country because we believe in free people. As I always like to say, we believe in limited government and the unlimited potential of the American people. And that's what's made us